Part 2. Over the next coming months, I'll be working closely with the Carnegie team that is working on the future of civil society in UK and Ireland, specifically focusing on marginalization of dissent and looking at what that means within the context of the UK and Ireland in itself, but also looking at what impact that has had globally and looking at how we can reverse some of the negative interventions that we have seen that has legitimized detention without trial, invasion of privacy, and so on, but also actions that have particularly had an impact on certain minority immigrant communities as well. In the coming months, I'll also be looking at the bigger questions of how civil society can play its full role, not simply as cheap labor and deliverers of services and contractors to various governments, but as agents of public policy, as organizations, and as energy that can infuse and help our governments make better policy to start with, and to create the context for meaningful dialogue between civil society and governments, whether they be in the UK or whether they be in South Africa. It is critically important that in the coming decade we create a context where we recapture the space that has been lost and the promise of the importance of civil society that has been undermined. In conclusion, I would say that if we want to create a world where democracy is alive and well, where we can address economic justice, social justice, and political justice, we need to ensure that we are creating societies where citizens have ample freedom of association, assembly, and expression. When this does not exist, democracy suffers, and all the other things that people care about, like jobs, like water, like the climate change, and so on, all those agendas also suffer. So in the work that I'll be doing with Carnegie, I will be trying to look at not only the promise of civil society, but also some of the challenges that civil society faces internally, and to address those questions in a way in which, hopefully, we can create a world in which the role of organized citizens is as important for democracy as elections evidently are. Thank you very much.